coming at you live. Not going to break my selfie out. It really is very cumbersome and it's a pain in the ass to go down in the Elk Grove area. We just went by McDonald's our day out because the Tesla got a wash from this weather. We don't need to do any hard scrubbing. So usually, I'm starting much earlier. I had a very profitable good day yesterday, and I think I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. And we're just easing into that higher tier of hours. Let's get that a little bit wet. I've used this cloth that came with the car for a variety of different things, so it's good enough for this. You want to treat people good, but you don't want to treat them too good. Otherwise, they expect more and they demand more. That's unfortunate because you're not able to practice, like right there, you're held from practicing your principles at the highest possible estimable principle value, and that you have to withhold extending that out existentially to the way that you behave and the way that you interact with your outside world. In other words, it's almost as if the other individuals, the benefactors of your principles in practice, are only an extension of your intrinsic or internal esoteric arcane workings. If that makes sense. So even blessings, blessing others and blessing themselves, that is something that is built in to society at large to be sabotaged, ahead of time. It's a machinating, however you want to pronounce it. And it is a clandestine, pre-organized event for people to so demonically, it's like there is a demonic practice of sabotaging a principle flow between people, because that's the only thing that's missing. The gifts that you think you have, or the gifts that you think that you had to leave behind, they're real. They're quite real. The feelings and the phenomenon and the excitement of this is what I can be, this is what I can do, and this is what my life is going to offer. There are entities that see that and will sabotage you because they're creating a false timeline. And it may sound anti-Semitic, but all you have to do is look at the tree of life. The Kabbalah, the people who set that up were quite aware of this esoteric truth, and the entire thing is a sabotaging agent. It's putting themselves at the top. It's cutting off the the proof is in Metatron's cube being subverted, the energy being subverted. There would be an even flow through. The problem is that from an esoteric, theological, academic sense, for the academics, the way that they're looking at it, you could even say the ascetics, they full well see the fodder, and they realize that that's going to be a mainstay no matter what. You are always going to have these mindless drones driving around, like in this parking lot. They'll be attracted to your energy. They'll think that they're doing something benevolent or good, like the cop, right? The universal cop, the Karen, if you will, the Darren. But what's happening is they are wholly and fully taken over by a force that I've started to notice, or actually I've noticed it. I've known about it since I was a very young child. I would watch these forces come into people. And you're so taken aback by it that in society is create temporarily though, to mask over that reality. But once you start calling bullshit on it, and it happens later in life, and they know that you're not going to be taken seriously, that children in this culture, you know, you could do the most divine miracle among adults, and the westernized way of looking at it is laughing, ha ha ha, ha, as if they're at a birthday party and they're just thinking about themselves and getting off later, the drink they're going to have later. It's all preconditioning. But in essence, that is your God. Whatever you're thinking about doing later, whatever you're hiding behind, whatever is subverting your energy from the reality of the now, you know. I used to really like to listen to Eckhart Tolle, but I find him to be, there's too much of a pacifist type energy going on there. And that's how I see Buddhism as well. Buddhism. I think the mind of Bodhi and Buddhism are two very separate things, and that you can reach the mind of Bodhi without ever studying Buddhism, and that there's a natural esoteric Buddhism that you come into, or the neutral path, and that Buddhism is actually, it both teaches you and can enlighten you. So it's not diabolical, but there's a very dark side to it, and it depends on you. You are the light side, you are the dark side. So I think that any true Buddhists, particularly Buddhist monks, realize that they must unrealize, empty hand, like karate. It's, you don't need to fill something up where there is nothing, right? So it looks like one of my videos just posted. So I'm going to get on with my day. It's a little before 9 a.m. on a Sunday. It's the 14th of April, 2024. I'm choosing to do a little bit of a light day. I'm probably going to do a 9 to 5 day. I'm all charged up. I'm 100% charged up. I just had some eggs over at McDonald's, 2 orders of scrambled eggs. I put 5 whipped butters on top. Without that butter, it's really not going to be worth going through McDonald's. I think there's like 60 calories. So, you're getting that $300 to $500, 300, 500. I'm thinking money, 300 to 500 calories in of fat, and then you got a little bit of fat in the eggs, but those are liquid eggs. The scrambled eggs in McDonald's eggs are liquid, and if you order the solid eggs that are, the single eggs that you get in like an Egg McMuffin and so forth, those are the real eggs. The reason that I don't start earlier on a Sunday is because all I'm doing is picking up people from hooking up the night before. And it not only is against my principles, I don't like being around that type of energy. And I don't want to see the world through that lens. I don't like joking. I don't like the crudeness. I don't like the assumption that I think that way. And I don't like picking up losers at 4 and 5 in the morning that are still drunk, hooking up with random strangers and doing God knows what. Couldn't be further from that. So you either get yourself together or you perish, That's just the facts. So anyway, this is just kind of a documentation of where I'm at, what I'm doing. And, this is a Tri-Area fringe channel here. Not many homeless people around this area. When you think you see a homeless person like this person over here, he's probably walking to work. Either you survive in a larger metropolitan area or you die, So I got to get to work. But I am working on myself. I'm backing off the training a little bit because I've got to really get used to this grueling schedule where even on a light day, like a light day to me, I'm still going to work 8 hours. I'm still going to scramble in, using the restroom and having to deal with all the crap that I am, literally. But, working the 8 hours, but it's just stretched out to where I'm not getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning. So we will talk to you soon.